Horsetails is proudly brought to you by the South Carolina Department of Agriculture. South Carolina, a true leader in the equine industry.
All right, folks, day one of a two-part show you're really going to enjoy. We're getting ready to get on the New River transport owned by Clay and Melanie Larson from Texas, but they've been in Daufuskie Island for years now. This is going to be interesting, folks. We're getting ready to take them over on the barge. DP's going to see, we're going to try to get him on there for us. So we're going to have a great 2 episodes for you. So stay tuned for more great horse tales. Come on. Come on.
Horsetails is being brought to you today by Williamsburg Feed and Tack, your Seminole feed and Carhartt clothing shop. By Equestrian Images, making memories together. By Myrtle Beach Equine, offering veterinarian services for a variety of animals. By the South Carolina Department of Agriculture, a leader in the equine industry. And by the Mark Hossman Training Center, where helping people ride better horses is our #1 commitment.
Hi, I'm Hugh Weathers, your South Carolina Commissioner of Agriculture. Did you realize that agriculture is South Carolina's 2nd largest industry? Our state has a long history of agriculture production and is also known for the flavor and quality of our many fruits and vegetables, from horticulture to meat, poultry, and specialty crops. Agriculture is a multi-billion-dollar industry in our state. Remember to support local agriculture when you shop. Ask for Certified South Carolina. Nothing's fresher, nothing's finer.
The South Carolina Horsemen's Council is the voice of the Palmetto State's equine industry. The South Carolina Horsemen's Council primary purpose is to provide information to the general public, the media and government agencies about issues and activities that impact the South Carolina equine community. If you are a horse owner in the state of South Carolina, you need to be a member of the South Carolina Horsemen's Council so we can have a voice about equine issues in our state. For more information, go to schorsecouncil.org.
When you hear the name Earnhardt, you might not immediately think of farming. But my family's been at it for years, just like Nationwide Agribusiness. In fact, they're the #1 farm insurer in the nation. And with their On Your Side Farm Review, you get a personalized policy for your farm with the coverage you need at the right price for you. My family's trusted Nationwide for more than 30 years. To find out why, call your Nationwide Agribusiness agent today.
Did you know that the equine industry in South Carolina has an economic impact of nearly $3 billion annually? Hello, I'm Marcia Hewitt with the South Carolina Department of Agriculture. The economic impact of the horse industry is one of our state's best-kept secrets. Thousands of people are employed in different areas, from hands-on care to the production of horse supplies. Horses and the opportunity to ride various parts of our beautiful state, from the coast to the mountains. From trail riding to world-class horse racing, South Carolina is a leader in the equine industry.
All right, folks, here we are on the island. Horse is getting off by himself. Pretty awesome. Come on, DP. Good boy. Good boy. Folks, that's how you do it, Marsh Tacky style. Folks, as I mentioned before, we're going to Driftwood Beach. We're riding through Hague Point. I tell you, the flora and the fauna is unreal. We just saw deer, turkey, geese on the golf courses. It's hard to believe that we've got the privilege to be on Daufuskie Island doing this photo shoot and TV show, getting out, getting ready to show. Folks, we're going to show you a great time. Like I say, I hate to keep saying it again, it's such a privilege, and we're going to have a great time sitting back in the recliner or whatever and just enjoy what's going on. All right, folks, Dwayne Snyder with Equestrian Images, we're trying to get all lined up here. We're running out of light late in the afternoon. It's kind of dark and it's kind of overcast here. This is the first afternoon down here, so we're trying to get some good still photos. And Dwayne with Equestrian Images, I've been with him about 6 years. He does most of my website. Really one of the best equestrian photographers I've ever met, period. And pretty brave fellow to hang around with us. So folks, we're gonna try to get these horses positioned here to get some photos. We got Wiley Bell from Bennettsville, South Carolina, causing problems on here. We're gonna try to get her positioned over here. All right, Wiley, see if you can back DP up there. Let's all get in a line here so we can get some good photos.
Joining now is Erica Vite, Daufuskie Island, jack of all trades, wearing all kind of hats. Erica, thank you for having us down. We're doing a extreme photo shoot, and as you know, a Horse Tales TV show. And Erica, you got a lot of things going on. Just tell the folks what all you do down here.
Well, David, first of all, it's so great to have you guys back. When I'm not running the Equestrian Center and putting together the Marsh Tacky beach races, I'm in the studio here. This is my studio, and it's a really unique piece of property. It's on the Historic Register, Sarah Grant House, and it's a great studio. I am the featured artist for the 20th annual Okeechobee Rotary Polo for Charity, coming up here Sunday, October 13th at Rose Hill Plantation in Bluffton. So when, like I said, I'm not running the Equestrian Center and having you guys down, putting together the beach races, I'm in the studio painting.
Well, you do a lot of things. You're a very accomplished horse person too. You've been down up to me in Florence and hog hunting with me twice.
That's right.
Handled yourself real well.
Thank you, thank you.
So what's it been like? Every time I come to the island, I get mesmerized. You see how I transform because the stress leaves me and it's just unreal. So what's it just like waking up on this island each morning?
I consider myself really lucky. It's a very special place, and it's such an inspiring place as well. You know, horses inspire me. This island, the beauty, the history, the heritage of this island inspires me, and so that's what I try to capture in my paintings. Most of my work is inspired by horses and this beautiful island.
And we've got some pretty special shots that I'm sure will inspire you even more. Out on the beach yesterday.
Yeah, absolutely. I've got lots of reference photography. I'm really looking forward to turning all this weekend into my next series of paintings.
Well, what's the name of your outfit here? Your painting shed? So what's the name of your...
My studio and all my work is under the umbrella Outpost Studio Company. Okay, I do freelance web design and graphic design, and I paint. And we can go on and take a look inside.
Let's walk on in.
Yeah.
Folks, this is going to be a treat. Come on in, Erica.
Yeah, thanks, David.
Folks, you heard about a bull in a china shop where you got the PD cowboy in an art shop. Out of my element, but not for long. Erica, I'm kind of speechless. You want to tell the folks?
Yeah, I'd be happy to, David.
What this painting?
You know, like we were saying before, how Daufuskie Island inspires me. A lot of my work is inspired by my actual equestrian experiences, my life as an equestrian in the Low Country. For example, one of our hunt masters, Low Country Hunt, Anthony, this is a work in progress. This piece here is out of my reference photography from the Equine Expo that we do in Bluffton every year. And finally, this
What you got back there?
Yeah. 2 years ago, I painted an entire series of the Marsh Tacky, and this was one of about 8 pieces that I did, and I featured my work. I sold most of my work, but this is one, David, that I think you'll maybe like to see on your wall because it features you.
Before you ever met me, right?
It's true, it's true. I was doing a lot of research, and of course, I came across you, and I was so inspired by you and everything that you do with the Marsh Tacky that I featured you in this work. And you know, the horse, the Marsh Tacky horse, how it was used in all aspects of daily life. What you have in the background here is a bunch of Daufuskie Island old defunct equipment, and of course the horses are endangered right now, but they're continuing, they're thriving, they're growing. So I tried to depict that in this piece.
Well, Erica, I'm looking forward to getting framed by you.
Yeah, absolutely.
What we got over here?
Yes. You know, in this studio, it's
Stop. Folks, we're sitting at the master's table.
This is where I paint, David, and the lighting in the studio and being on the river, again, it's a great little space for me to paint.
So what have we got right here?
Well, this is works in progress. It's actually going to be featured, my original works featured at the Ocoee Rotary Polo Match coming up in October. This is actually Camden Steeplechase. This is the Camden Colonial Cup Steeplechase that they hold every year around November. And again, I really try to incorporate my personal experiences in my paintings. So that's what this is, and there's going to be a few more that I'm working on now.
Typically, you get inspired to come in here and work, and Lord, folks, you just wouldn't believe the scenery here. It is all inspiring.
Yes.
So you get motivated, you come here, and you just get wrapped up hours on end. I mean, tell us about a typical session.
It's tough to be a fine artist because you've got to prioritize, you've got to carve that time out. And I might be here in the middle of the night, I might be here on a great rainy day like today. I might be here, you know, when things are slowing down at the Equestrian Center. Of course, I get a lot of painting done in the wintertime. So I'm really looking forward to that coming up here this fall and winter.
Well, I'm just sitting here, my mind's running 1,000,000 miles an hour. You got different painting in different stages. So how is that? I write a little bit, and I've learned. I used to say I had to start and finish that day, but I've learned that I come back to my story and I redo it. Is that what you do a little bit? I mean.
Yeah, you know, everything is a work in progress.
Okay.
It's difficult to start painting and then have to come back to it, of course, days later, weeks later. So I do try to work from start to finish, but with everything going on at the Equestrian Center on here on Daufuskie, it's tough sometimes.
What do you do when you mess up?
No such thing as messing up.
Oh.
Painting.
Oh,
okay. It's painting.
Well, this cut my eyes over here. What is this painting here?
This is one of my Marsh Tacky series that I'm gonna tackle and finish again for the polo match in October. This is an example of what they call Francis Marion, as he defeated troops on the back of Marsh Tackies in what they call the Swamp Fox Trot. Mm-hmm. That's a key piece of Marsh Tacky history, so I'm trying to depict that there.
Well, folks, we will be back to the old drawing board again one day. Erica, I feel like I've learned a lot today.
David, thank you. Your commission's welcome.
Folks, Daniel Bloom and Davey Crockett wrestle a little bit of everything, bars and everything else. Well, you know the old PD Cowboy wrestles boars, and today I wrestled this old boy and got him all stuffed out just that quick. So you need to stay tuned for more great Horse Tales action on the Daufuskie Island.
Horse Tales is being brought to you by Perfect Partners Equine, a unique and effective team approach to horse training. By Soul Shine Horseware. Visit them online for handmade saddles, saddle pads, blankets, and purses. By Pine View Enterprises for your horse trailers, cargo, and utility needs. Also check out their full line of golf carts and utility buildings. See Randall Jones for the best deals in the Southeast. By King Street Auction Company, buying and selling new and used equipment, tractors, and real estate. Call Alton Brown Jr. at 843-382-2121. by Paradise Farms in Aiken, South Carolina. Ride better through knowledge, not luck.
Did you know that the equine industry in South Carolina has an economic impact of nearly $3 billion annually? Hello, I'm Marcia Hewitt with the South Carolina Department of Agriculture. The economic impact of the horse industry is one of our state's best-kept secrets. Thousands of people are employed in different areas, from hands-on care to the production of horse supplies. Horses and the opportunity to ride various parts of our beautiful state, from the coast to the mountains. From trail riding to world-class horse racing, South Carolina is a leader in the equine industry.
There's nothing fresher, nothing finer than locally grown fruits and vegetables. They're tastier, sweeter, healthier, and most of us would agree they're better. That's why your South Carolina Department of Agriculture is working to make certified South Carolina grown produce and products available in stores in your neighborhood. Ask for South Carolina. Nothing's fresher, nothing's finer.
The South Carolina Horsemen's Council is the voice of the Palmetto State's equine industry. The South Carolina Horsemen's Council primary purpose is to provide information to the general public, the media and government agencies about issues and activities that impact the South Carolina equine community. If you are a horse owner in the state of South Carolina, you need to be a member of the South Carolina Horsemen's Council so we can have a voice about equine issues in our state. For more information, go to schorsecouncil.org.
When you hear the name Earnhardt, you might not immediately think of farming. But my family's been at it for years, just like Nationwide Agribusiness. In fact, they're the #1 farm insurer in the nation. And with their On Your Side Farm Review, you get a personalized policy for your farm with the coverage you need at the right price for you. My family's trusted Nationwide for more than 30 years. To find out why, call your Nationwide Agribusiness agent today.
Folks, we're on the historical district of Daufuskie Island. An old cowboy followed a trail here, and Erica is nice enough to say what it is. Erica, what are we looking at?
Well, David, we're at the Tabby Ruins on the Rob Kennedy Historical Trail here on Daufuskie, and tabby is a material that they use in plantation era days that's left over from what appears to be a foundation of a home, perhaps a fireplace or a foundation. It's made of oyster, seashell, limestone, ash, sand, and it's very characteristic of Savannah, Charleston, and the Low Country area.
Well, folks, there you go. I thought tabby was a cat. It's a ruin.
Hi, I'm Dr. Karen Bolton from Myrtle Beach Equine Clinic, and this is your vet tip of the day. Today we're going to talk about body condition scoring in horses. There's a wide variety of horse body types out there, just like with people, and I hear from clients a lot that fat is healthy, and unfortunately that's not the case. So I was going to use this horse to demonstrate some of the areas that you want to look to determine their body condition score. It's actually pretty easy. There's a lot of different places you can look, but there's a few that I kind of like to concentrate on. So one of the big places you want to look is the neck. This horse is not fat. It's a very healthy athletic horse. But if you see this big cresty neck that you see on some horses, that's considered quite overweight, and it's not very healthy. If you ever hear about in people, they talk about belly fat being the least unhealthy, the most unhealthy type of fat. In horses, it's this neck fat here. It can predispose them to a lot of different medical conditions. The other place that I really like to look is the ribs, and you want to be able to really easily feel the ribs, but not see them. And this horse is pretty much perfect, so you definitely can't see them, and I can feel them really easily. And then I like to look at the rump. I like them to be nice and flat across the top. You don't want them pointy because that's too skinny, but you don't want like that peach shape either because that's too heavy. So in terms of the actual scale of body condition scoring, you grade them at a 1 out of 9, where 1's the skinniest and 9's the fattest. 5's perfect, so I would say this horse is probably a 5. If they get a little bit on the skinnier side, obviously that's not super healthy for them, but I would honestly say that's a little bit healthier than being on the fat side. Diseases that they can be predisposed to with being fat would be Founder's a very big one, along with Cushing's, metabolic syndrome. It just sets them up for a lot of unhealthy conditions. So if you think your horse is a little bit on the heavy side, if you can do anything to get the weight off of them, that would be great. If you have any questions about body condition scoring and things you can do to get weight off your horse or to put weight on your horse, you can call us at 843-340-3329, or you can visit our website at myrtlebeachequineclinic.com.
Folks, we're cruising through the historical district, and I said, Erica, what's up with all this blue on the shutters and the houses and everything? And as usual, Erica knows what she's talking about, so tell the folks about this blue.
It's a common story with the history of the Low Country. 2 things about this property. One's the Spanish moss, the other on this house is the blue. It's what they call haint blue or haunt blue in Gullah tradition. This color blue was used on the windows and the shutters to ward off spirits.
Oh, so if you lived here and you were having trouble with ghosts or whatever, you just get out the old paintbrush.
It was customary in that tradition that this color blue would ward off spirits, so you'll see it on a lot of properties of this era around Charleston, Savannah,
well, cool.
Daufuskie Island. Yeah.
Thank you for sharing.
Yeah, it's very cool.
Horse Tales is being brought to you by Nationwide Insurance. When the PD Cowboy rides, he rides with Nationwide on his side. By Arbor One Farm Credit, providing rural America with sound, affordable loans and financial services. By Locals Restaurant, serving Florence with old-time goodness, from burgers and hot dogs to specialty sandwiches. By Best Way Grocery, located in Hemingway, South Carolina. See Jimmy Baxley for the best meat products in the PD. By Joey Lewis Performance Horses, teaching proper horse riding techniques from trail riding to rodeos.
The South Carolina Horsemen's Council is the voice of the Palmetto State's equine industry. The South Carolina Horsemen's Council primary purpose is to provide information to the general public, the media and government agencies about issues and activities that impact the South Carolina equine community. If you are a horse owner in the state of South Carolina, you need to be a member of the South Carolina Horsemen's Council so we can have a voice about equine issues in our state. For more information, go to schorsecouncil.org.
When you hear the name Earnhardt, you might not immediately think of farming, but my family's been at it for years, just like Nationwide Agribusiness. In fact, they're the #1 farm insurer in the nation, and with their On Your Side Farm Review, you get a personalized policy for your farm with the coverage you need at the right price for you. My family's trusted Nationwide for more than 30 years. To find out why, call your Nationwide Agribusiness agent today.
Did you know that the equine industry in South Carolina has an economic impact of nearly $3 billion annually? Hello, I'm Marcia Hewitt with the South Carolina Department of Agriculture. The economic impact of the horse industry is one of our state's best-kept secrets. Thousands of people are employed in different areas, from hands-on care to the production of horse supplies. Horses and the opportunity to ride various parts of our beautiful state, from the coast to the mountains. From trail riding to world-class horse racing, South Carolina is a leader in the equine industry.
There's nothing fresher, nothing finer than locally grown fruits and vegetables. They're tastier, sweeter, healthier, and most of us would agree they're better. That's why your South Carolina Department of Agriculture is working to make certified South Carolina grown produce and products available in stores in your neighborhood. As for South Carolina, nothing's fresher, nothing's finer.
Erica, standing in front of a string of Spanish moss here, which is all over the island. You were sharing a very interesting story about Spanish moss.
Well, David, the only reason why I know this story is because I was a tour guide in Savannah. I did horse-drawn carriage tours in Savannah for years, and Spanish moss, it's a member of the pineapple family, believe it or not. It's an air fern. It does not harm the trees, however, it does house a little red bug. It's called chiggers, and when chiggers get on you, they're very itchy. So you don't want to take Spanish moss and pick it up and take it home, put it in your pocket. Henry Ford, when he was showcasing his Model T in Savannah, he looked around, he thought he could save a dime switching from horsehair to stuff his seats of his Model Ts to use Spanish moss, which of course resulted in the very first automotive recall in history.
Wow. Well, Henry Ford had a better idea, but not necessarily on that one, did he?
No.
He got rid of it because it's bugging him.
No, sir.
Thank you, Erica. Folks, on my left shoulder, as you see, it's a bald eagle's nest. The eagles symbolize freedom, the icon of our country. What makes America special? That's one thing that makes Daufuskie Island so special, the freedom that folks have right here. Like the folks, I said, it's been enchanting, kind of a step back in time. It brings you to the conclusion, the first part of our show. Next week will be part 2. And folks, I know you're going to want to stay tuned because we got some more exciting action on the beach and more historical tidbits for you. And folks, I want to thank our great sponsors, especially the South Carolina Department of Agriculture. Like I say, well, for them and other sponsors, Horsetail wouldn't be able to come out here and have these great trips out there and bring you just, I feel like, shows of a lifetime, that you sit back in your living room and really enjoy some great things in our country. And folks, until next week, keep your reins low and your hands quiet, and God bless this great country of ours.